Well, good evening. I'm your host, Robert Wilson, with Cowboy Wisdom Podcast, presenting 7 reasons why wisdom and revelation color away dismay. As wisdom and revelations illuminate your paths of enlightenment that chauffeur me and you down our trails of triumph, feeling appreciation flow through my sovereign veins of liberation as I energize my deeper understanding, whether through personal insight, shared experiences, or reflections within me that unlock the power to recognize and release the daunting memories or the patterns that hold us back. And something I really opened up to and discovered is life shows us the way, but we try to know life rather than allow life to show us the way. And as we try to let life to know life, we stay stuck in the past. So as clarity clears away my paths of liberation, shedding the light on my trend-setting tenacity, wisdom opens a way for me to understand that why behind our experiences, and we refrain from the pain, but pain is never pain. Pain is a blocked avenue of artistic agility. See, we stay stuck in pain because we know the pain, but we don't realize that event or occurrence is happening for us to expand and rise out of the situation right there. And when you start understanding pain is a blocked avenue of liberation, you open up the space for liberation. By understanding by our actions and our responses, we allow compassion to flow. There has never been an event that didn't occur in your life for your higher good, but yet we stay stuck in them, and we've allowed other people's, well, it's really their ignorant abuse that color our world. You know, when you listen to your own talents, you forever rise out of the situation. But when you open up to allow your campaigners' compassion to flow through you, you dissolve the resentment towards other people. This is something I've expanded into. Our resentment towards other people is our resenting ourselves and our abilities to rise out of it. You know, the more I understand the negative and fraudulent fallacies within myself that I blame and shame the outside world for, are actually my own internal blockages to rise above the situation with wisdom and revelations. And see, something I've discovered about wisdom and revelations is they dissolve the thinking memory mind of the situation. See, and that's something I really opened up to with change, heal, create, and transformation. They never let the memories of the situation go away. And we never color the situation with our desired outcome because we're too busy thinking and knowing what's happened in the past. And the more we think and know, the more we stay inside the same situations. So as you allow yourself to have the campaigner's compassion to flow through you, you feel the liberating energy of clarity that ignites your courage to embrace the enterprising wizardry or the growth within you. And then you get to leave behind the weight of the past. We actually can think and know being a servant to our past because history in our life, we always are saying, do you remember when you did this? Or people walk up to you and say, Do you remember when you did this? Then you go into all the mural, the painting, all the descriptions and everything of that event. And then you vent in looking for sympathy into the real world. But liberation through understanding opens a way for you to integrate the fresh foresight that lights your paths of enlightenment. And understand pain is actually showing you the blockages within yourself. And then you electrify the foresight to discover your sources of strength, liberation, inspiration, and wisdom. And that's something I've really opened up to about this is when I did this, I discovered within me, if I was thinking about the situation and what somebody else did or what I thought they did, I stay stuck in the same place. And when I think and know something, I stay the same. It's really about me opening up to understand and comprehend this experience is reoccurring or occurring now for me to liberate me from that event here and now. And all the past is liberated here and now. That is something I really have opened up to. But the here and now is a unique presence and a gift of genuine internal fervor, trend-setting energy. And something else is I'm inspired alive by listening, questioning, comprehending, and rising of wisdom from my unique daily encounters and experiences and events that hearken the clairvoyant ingenuity of that situation that exudes ingenious intuition for me to understand the 7 reasons why wisdom and revelation dissolve the unsavory memories of my events, encounters, and experiences. Through understanding that illuminates my innerprising enlightenment to discover that is for me and occurs for me, and it opens a way for me to appreciate my past experiences. When you open up to appreciate your past experiences as present moment liberation, you stop living in the past and you stop being a servant to your past. And you do this by listening and asking yourself open-ended questions, then listening to your inner liberating compassion. And for whatever it says, you answer that question from inside yourself in the present moment. See, we've been taught to think and know and live in the past. So when you're out there off by yourself sometime, just ask yourself what you think and know, then ask yourself what you listen and understand to expand. But liberating compassion is artistic clarity of your own color your world wisdom, optimism, realizing life dawns, sovereign love, releasing the emotional weight of your past. As wisdom detaches lingering negativity, colors away the memories by drawing peaceful murals of mystical energy of fun of the sun splendor on your third eye movie screen to allow you to instantly cut loose the caboose of judgment. Because everything in the past is a caboose. So when you cut the caboose loose of your past and judgment, you rise to the understanding. Revolutionary revelation stylishly rockets you out of blame and shame. How do you stay stuck in blame and shame? Oh, I do. But I understand it now quicker so I can release it. But we still are blaming everything. If you listen to the media, They're still blaming stuff on stuff 40 years ago that has nothing to do with today, but the only reason it does is we've never risen out of it. And I don't use the word shift. I use the word rise, cut loose, because I want the feel of it gone. And for me though, when somebody says shift, I drove oil field truck, and when you shift a gear and miss a gear, you got the privilege of sliding down or going down backwards on a hill. So that's why I'm very careful with the word shift. It has a subconscious ingrained representation. But when I rise, cut loose the caboose to rise of my enterprising wizardry, I appreciate my sovereign valor by realizing and appreciating that wisdom, insight, and clarity awaken me to understand chaos, challenges, adversity are awakenings for me to rise of visionary vibrating values and ascending acumen, because it's our own thinking mind and the memories within our subconscious mind that keeps us binded in yesterday. And something I've understood about change, heal, create, transformation, therapy stuff, it never lets you out of the past. It's always saying, remember when this happened? Do you remember when this happened? And how does that same event occur today? As I witness today with a clairvoyant veracity, I understand the honor of myself is to witness today with a vibrant energy of enterprising decrees of free. And see, we've been taught to set boundaries and set everything, but boundaries and everything we set all come from yesterday, and it never allows you to experience the here and now. So that's where the unsavory events, we actually rise out of the past in present moment experiences. So if you're really honest with yourself, how many of your present moment experiences mirror the past? Oh, mine too, shoot. But when I realized they were mirroring the past, because from my childhood, out of the womb to 5 years old, I embedded everything with my parents' way of life. But it isn't so much about how it happened. It's about understanding the liberation of the situations that stimulate internal trends, setting ubiquitous audacity to look life in the eye with an enterprising prowess. You know, I used to use power all the time, but now I use prowess because prowess gives me the maneuverability and the mystical energy to rise out of everything. As I rose out of being a servant to my past by letting go of my past right here and now, I wow my visionary clarity. And one thing about wisdom and revelations, it dissolves the negative memories that tied me to the memorized dismay of my life events. So we have memorized events, and then when something in the outside world, oh my God, I'm guilty of that. But as in wisdom and revelation dissolved all the distasteful torment of my past, opening the space of liberation of my artistic agility to manipulate, maneuver through my day with a daring audacity. Yesing, I'm a blessing, but it's really the wisdom and revelations of your own life. But when you start saying that, it's your own intuitive talents. Imagination, intuition, inspiration, innovation will rise you to anywhere. Everything you think and know bestows you in yesterday. And that was something, I'd say it's really easy, but that would be a bigger lie that'd be the biggest lie I ever told. You know, something about life, liberation, inspiration, innovation, imagination, and wisdom and all that, they have no memory. Wisdom is developed, rises you out of knowledge, because wisdom is the events and the experiences of the here and now that allow you to witness your paths of enlightenment, innovation, inspiration, imagination, chauffeurs you to your beaches of bountiful bliss because you boldly listen internally, streaming success. Success is an imagined outcome. You know, you can do this, but you can imagine, innovate, inspire, do everything with success, but you can image it in your subconscious mind. Or it's really your subconscious canvases of your desired lifestyle. And that's something I took out of my life, is subconscious mind to subconscious canvases, because I can color, draw, design it, do whatever I want, because it's just an open space. But when I start saying my subconscious mind, this is what I think, this is what I know, I go right back into the past and what's happened before me. And yes, I am very good at that, even though I catch myself now a lot quicker than I used to. But I really want people to understand how much innovative talent they encompass. Because your imagination, intuition, and your artistic agility, because you're a Picasso to color the painting of all your dreams right here and now. And see, everybody thinks dreams are this, and dreams are your innovative artistic talents that you encompass. But we always look at it in the real world and, oh, what are they going to think? Unless you are making people question what you're doing, you're living the same life they do. And the thing about the dreams and all their images, you can put them on a canvas here in the real world. And it doesn't have to make sense to anybody but you, because your subconscious mind knows what you're drawing. And sometimes just sit down and draw and let your subconscious mind draw it. See what happens. Then color it your way. See, change, heal, create, transformation, forgiveness is a paint by number of what everybody else thinks you should do and what they've done. And self-help, personal growth, self-improvement, and therapist written books will never let you out of your past, because keeping you stuck in the past is where they live. But that's something I discovered. When you desire to move your life forward into another direction, start coloring and designing your life that you desire, so your subconscious mind has a fresh image to rise with, because otherwise it's going to take you back and keep you stuck in yesterday. And that's something with Cowboy Wisdom Hypno Acuity. When I start working with somebody, the first thing is they got to have a desired, a fresh path out of it. And they got to start discovering and coloring and designing that path out of where they're at. That way, when they start going this way, their subconscious mind is going this way, because subconscious mind loves curiosity. Your adventurous curiosity will rise you to your paths of peace and prosperity. As wisdom and revelations color away dismay by offering you clarity, ingenuity, and liberating ways of life to show you the path of your own desired lifestyle. And that's why I never use solutions or answers. I always use pathways, because the pathway, you can design it, maneuver around it. And as I rise of liberation and revelations, I open the way for me to energize my innovative purposes in life and awaken my clairvoyant courage to face and embrace my life through my imagination, intuition, innovation, and trend-setting talents. Something I really want people to open up to understand. You encompass talents that are beyond your current way of life, but they're also beyond all your thinking, knowing mind and everything you always experienced. See, when you open up to experience the wisdom and revelations of your dreamer's dexterity, you're coloring your life with a fresh canvas of whatever you desire. And something else, when you're doing something and you really want to expand, make sure you put a smell to it. Smell is your strongest sense because it goes straight straight into the brain. So you can smell the roses of riches onto your seashores of success because you're blessed with a bright, luminary, enterprising savvy that tastes like filet mignon with a mystical optimism that allows you to flow in the glow. And one thing about wisdom and revelation, they illuminate your paths of enlightenment, chauffeurs you on to your trails of triumph to illuminate your trailblazing treasures within you to enjoy the gold mine of the divine dexterity within you. That's one thing I've discovered about this through all this stuff I've been in. People are more talented than they'll allow themselves to admit. And that's something you really want to open up to is I admit to me I'm free. Whatever's holding you back, admit you encompass it because the outside world is never holding you back. You are holding you back. And yes, it holds me back because I still got that stuff from my past. But now it's more fun laughing at it and liberating myself from it. As wisdom and revelations open up the insight with you, showing your pathways forward, infusing your life purpose with peace, prosperity, and understanding all your life lessons are wisdom in the here and now. And something I discovered about dreams are your talents, but your dreams are unique to you as your talents are unique to you. And see, that's why when you read a book and you try to follow the author, it isn't authentic to you. It's authentic to them. That's why I unpunctuated my writing so people have to read it for the authenticity of their own wisdom, insight, and clarity, because unpunctuated writings are never ever showing you or telling you what to do. It's you reading to discover who you are. And one thing about knowledge, thinking, knowing, thoughts, and everything you learn growing up are indoctrinated education from what other people want you to know and think and know. And the education system and knowledge are programming from other people. As your wisdom, insight, clarity, innovation, intuition, imagination, that's all unique to you. You are the imagineer of your life. But if you're open to your imagination and allow your imagination to stroll you through life, you'll be open to understanding how talented you are. Because we've been taught to follow what other people want us to know. And something I discovered in a class, your subconscious mind is a follower. It likes following prestige. That's why we fall into the traps we do. And when you're following and you follow something you don't like, that's your subconscious mind following the prestige of what you think other people are. And something else, college professors have their nose turned up towards the working people. But a working class person or somebody that ain't or even college educated, we're autodidact entrepreneurs. An autodidact is sovereign educated or self-educated. And when you can open up to understand you're an autodidact entrepreneur, you can rise out of the book learning into your free-flowing, innovative wisdom, insight, and clarity to understand life is for me. And this is something I really opened up to in my life. My life occurs for me to rise, shine, and expand of my dreamers' paradises. I think and know to live what other people want me to do. If you look at the world today, think and know is where we're at. And wisdom and revelations will rise you out of being a follower of education and business is the way forward. It's your autodidact audacity is your leadership within you to stroll you forward on your paths of enlightenment, chauffeurs you down to your beaches of beautiful, bountiful bliss, now and forevermore. And I want to thank you. I am Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity. And what this is, what hypnoacuity or Cowboy Wisdom Hypnoacuity is about is liberation, wisdom, and inspiration for people to rise, to understand and enjoy their own talents. So thank you and good night. And may your life be blessed. Tomorrow we're going to be here. Why inspiration liberates, and that's about how the how wisdom, liberation, and inspiration rises you out of the knowledge of yesterday. Thank you and good night.